We're going to hear Johnell Bell again wrapping up this internship program of theirs, and he's going to spew all of the perfect nonsense, where the transit equity and fairness, it's every governmental unit has an equity and fairness department. Everybody knows they don't do anything about any of it, but they have them just so they can say that they're doing it. And he's gonna spur some nice, bullshit for Neil, of course. The TriMet general manager. We have to hear a little bit more of that nonsense from Johnell, who of course should be kissing his ass because he's making a six-figure income, his first job in his life, because of Neil and his cronies. I mean, this guy Bell came right out of the office, one of the congressman's or senator's office, as a crony appointment. And he says all the nice things, all the nice words, and then he actually has the nerve to say, we're worried about youth unemployment, so we're going to do these 30 internships. Like, that's supposed to help anything, the 30 job. I don't even know what they're getting paid. I don't know. But I imagine it's minimum wage, I suppose. If TriMet cared about transit equity and fairness, they wouldn't have cut all the bus routes in favor of the max routes. They don't care about any of that. This office is a joke, and all of us that have been watching this stuff know that.
Thank you. No worries. The only recap, and I think the general manager had a few comments, but you might be asking, why is TriMet placing 30 young people, spending the funds to do an internship program? One of which, is, the commissioner mentioned earlier, we have outrageous youth unemployment rates, not only in Oregon, but in Multnomah County. That rate is worse amongst young kids of color. So one of which is we do it to help provide meaningful working experiences that will set our young people up for future success. But also we do it because part of our goal at TriMet is transit equity. And one element of our transit equity policy is really economic empowerment. That's why we do the DBE program and the small business program. So this is a continuation of our policies around transit equity, and it's just really been a great pleasure working with these young people, and we look forward to doing it again in the future. With that, we'll take any questions.
Really, wasn't that some of the best propaganda you've ever seen in your life? They're all there patting each other on the back for their wonderful job in transit equity. And Jesus, there's no equity there. There's no equity, okay? And I'm not the general manager. Let me tell you something about your general manager. This is a general manager who cut my pension 20%, 23%, from $930 to $840, and he gave himself a raise at the same time he cut my pension, okay? And he gave himself a raise when he cut the bus routes, and he gave himself a raise when he raised your fares. Okay, so when you're talking about equity, you better think twice. There's been no equity since McFarland's been in charge. This is all propaganda.